My name is Indy Anna Bones. I'm an archaeologist, explorer, adventurer, cryptozoologist, street art expert, and friend to pigeons. Join the adventure as I explore mysterious places, forgotten history, and track down unknown creatures. Today's adventure is in some very familiar territory for me. I'm headed to Upstate New York to see a UFO. I've wanted to be a professional UFO person since I was about 5. Considering I grew up in the Twilight Zone, I started out on the right track. Upstate has been a hotbed of UFO activity for decades, with many notable and famous sightings throughout the Hudson Valley. We're starting on the other side of the border in Sheffield, Massachusetts. This is UFO Monument Park. In 1969, 9-year-old Thomas Reed was crossing this bridge with his mother and grandmother when they witnessed a strange craft flying above them. His family experienced missing time and found themselves rearranged in the vehicle when they came to. In 2015, the Great Barrington Historical Society officially recognized the event as historically significant and true. Going back to New York, we're in Westchester. Nobody likes Westchester. Upstaters call it downstate, downstaters call it upstate. It's one of the biggest disagreements in the Empire State. If you're in Westchester, you're either stuck on a highway going to New York City or stuck on a highway leaving New York City. That seems to be true for aliens as well. In 1983, an illuminated flying boomerang the size of a town was seen by so many people that the entire Taconic Parkway was a parking lot of stopped cars and witnesses. Let's get on the other side of the Hudson. We're going into the Catskills, where it's easier to breathe. There is weirdness all through here. One day, I was driving near Woodstock with my best friend Winston. Coming over a hill, we saw an unbelievable sight. Is that a UFO? Is that 2 UFOs and a rocket car? As a matter of fact, it is. This is Fabulous Furniture in Boyceville. Metal sculptor Steve Heller began this sci-fi menagerie in 1973 and has since filled his yard with spacecraft of all shapes and sizes between rusty sculptures of dinosaurs and robots. Winston insisted on a test drive before he would get back into the car. Our last stop is in Pine Bush. A blink and you miss it small town not much different from where I grew up. But Pine Bush has something my town does not. Pine Bush has a UFO festival. A person barely needed to do more than walk outside at night in Pine Bush in the 1990s to have a UFO sighting. After the publication of Ellen Crystal's book, Silent Invasion, people flocked to Pine Bush, and many claim to have encounters of their own. Pine Bush has embraced its history as a UFO hotspot, and now celebrates every summer with the Pine Bush UFO Fair, drawing vendors, authors, investigators, presenters, and cosplayers. The event is centered around the Pine Bush UFO Museum, which opened a permanent location on Main Street in 2021. Tell me about your UFO adventures in the comments below.